Guys, I'm Steve. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. If it's your first time stopping by the channel, hit that subscribe button. Trust me, you won't regret it. If you're a returning subscriber, as always, guys, welcome back, and I do appreciate the support. Guys, I'm going to jump right on this story because this is something that took my breath away and it was hard to believe. Well, mainly nowadays, not hard to believe, but I mean, this is something that, you know, when you think about yourself doing this, like it makes you want to like throw up. You see this missile head dude up here? This is a 32-year-old Rodney Joseph from Miami, Florida, and he is under arrest and went before the judge recently, I think it was today, for trying to R-word a homeless woman that he coaxed into getting into his vehicle and, you know, asked for some gratification as he claimed he was taking her somewhere. But reason why I'm doing this story is, you know, there are a lot of people out here that use you. And a lot of people are abusive to homeless folks and look at homeless folks as less than. And I think this is one of those situations. But the way that he did this woman was kind of messed up. Well, I mean, kind of messed up. It was messed up. And I'll just get into it. Take a look at this mess.
But a safety alert out of Miami, that's where police arrested a man they say tried to rape a homeless woman, and they think there may be more victims out there. Local 10's Alex Finney is live with what she has learned this afternoon. Alex.
Christy, a really disturbing crime here. Now, police say that this man seemed to be wearing what looks to be medical scrubs as he tried to lure women into his car. He's now behind bars. But if you happen to be a victim, police do want to hear from you. Take a look at this horrible story.
Okay, Rodney Joseph.
City of Miami police have arrested 32-year-old Rodney Joseph. Police say around 12:30 in the afternoon on November 6th at Northwest 16th Street and 3rd Avenue, he drove up to a woman and offered her a ride to a homeless shelter. The woman accepted the ride, but quickly realized this wasn't heading in the right direction.
Kidnapping with a weapon, armed sex battery.
According to police, the victim tried to get out of the car, but she was violently assaulted by Joseph, who at one point demanded she show him her breasts, to which she quickly let him know that she was not a prostitute. Well, things escalated, and according to the arrest report, Joseph then reached over, held the car door shut, and began to hit the victim with his fist and then grab her neck. He eventually pulled out a gun from the center console of the vehicle. The arrest form goes on to say that Joseph allegedly said to the victim, "I'm going to kill you." He then continued to demand sexual acts.
Aggravated assault with a firearm.
The victim was finally able to get out of the car at Northwest Miami Court and 19th Street, and then immediately alerted police. Police believe that there may be more victims out there. They say Joseph, wearing medical scrubs, would pull up on vulnerable women and offer to take them to a homeless shelter.
Guys, that's the story of how one Rodney Johnson, aka Dr. Dingling, is caught up and in jail. Now I'm gonna tell you something. Did you see that guy's arms? He got a little bit of guns on him. For him to get in the car and try to act like a good Samaritan to offer help to somebody that really needs it, and to do that, there's no words for that. I would give this guy a lot of time in jail to think about what he did. Because, I mean, that's traumatic. Homeless people have a lot of things that they have to worry about. Just getting a meal sometimes, or getting from point A to point B. I know I was voluntarily homeless when I came here to start my life over to Houston, Texas. Luckily, it worked out. But I mean, there are a lot of people that come here with new opportunities and don't make it. Now, this happened in Miami. I don't know this lady's situation. But, you know, when we're outside and we're in a car and like we see homeless people, a lot of times instead of looking down on them, I'm going to tell you guys something. There's a thin line, a hair thin line between where we are in the car and where they are in the street with a sign or begging for money. Never forget that. This guy right here, this story upset me because when you're out there homeless and you're trying to get on your feet, or you're trying to, you know, some people just have a lot of mental illness. They just trying to survive day by day. You know, the last thing you need is somebody coming up dressed like a doctor, a trusted position, and then go and do this to somebody. What the news story didn't tell you guys, right, was the story was like this. He pulls up, asks the lady, hey, I'll give you a ride to the homeless shelter. Lady says, okay, get in the car with this dude, right? He asked the lady to show him her breasts. She says, hey, I'm not no prostitute. No, you can let me out right now and all this other stuff. While she's doing that, he kind of like, yo, I don't want to hear all that. Grabs her by the back of the neck and starts to push her towards his crotch, his exposed manhood. Now, it's not funny, but I'm an older guy. So I came up where guys thought differently. Nobody wants to be caught in a position where a woman can say that about you, where you got to defend yourself against an allegation that makes you look horribly weak. And it's like nowadays, guys are doing stuff out here to girls that when they get exposed, they stand there like, you look bad, man. From your male peers and those that came before you, looking at you, a young guy, 32 years old, you look real bad. And then this is the thing that's messed up. You go in court and there are women reporters, there are women stenographers, there are women that are bailiffs, and you got to stand in front of these women and have this crime read to show how horrible a monster you are and how you have no respect for them. And there are women in there looking you right in your face. You stand there looking dumb with a green vest on with your arms out. Was it worth it, fam? Was it worth it? Then the other thing is, this is a homeless woman. You drive around, you see something you like on her, and just jump in the car like she's not a human being and she doesn't have the right to say no because she's sitting in said vehicle with you. Taking advantage. That's not cool at all. It's not. This dude is an animal to me. You know what I'm saying? If they showed him the flowers, I would have no problem with it because his intent was devilish from the jump. I'm telling you, man, there are people out here that prey upon people, prey upon members of the opposite sex on both sides. Prey upon the elderly and prey upon children. He's no different because he preyed upon somebody that he thought was in an unfortunate situation and was privileged to be in the car with him, driving, and something as simple as being a passenger going from to to fro equals giving sexual gratification in return. Damn shameful. Species name for Rodney Joseph. Peter Panis, Desperados, hot in the crotches. He don't take cash, but he'll damn sure get that ass. A lot of people out here like this, undercover. When I was in prison, there were certain dudes that you would notice their demeanor would change when women officers would come up, or just we would just be in jail and like, say like the library or something like that. And it was like, be like a woman on like the grounds, or like some members of, I guess corporate people would walk through the prison and there'd be women in business talk. You would see how these guys act. Because remember, in prison, you're in a position where there are no women really available to look at, touch, see. And these guys would go into this mode where like they would just leer. Leering is like, that was a charge they had in the feds, leering when you stare at somebody. And they would just, you'd be talking to them, they go into a dreamlike state and they would be fixed on watching a woman back and forth, even if she was old or young or whatever. It was the craziest thing. For some reason, men are really, we sexually activated like that. I mean, we strong with it. And it's just a natural thing. That's just who we are. But some people cannot control the urge to just gravitate to get what they want. I mean, we see it all the time. This guy right here was totally out of order and out of line. And it was up to me, he'd be out of time. This guy right here, man, look, she got out the car and reported him. He got caught. He pulled the gun on her. A homeless woman. My thing is this. Two things you could have did. You got medical scrubs on. obviously you had a job in the medical field. It's a lot of chicks that are in the medical field. Why you couldn't get one of them? And if you wasn't in the medical field and you just dressed like that, you could have faked the funk at a coffee shop near the hospital and just hollered at a chick that thought you had money. You could have did what you could have did. Why you can't just go get a girl? I mean, that's the thing. Like, I mean, the mindset of these people. What? There's nothing. Listen, when I was homeless, I wasn't even thinking about anything sexual. You know, as a man, I got to have my own spot. I got things I got to get that are basic necessities for me being successful. And I'm not thinking about no chick or getting with some chick, or my mind is cluttered with too many things I'm focused on and goals I got to achieve step by step. You think, and that goes for her, you think she was worrying about you? People are stupid, man. They are. They're dumb. I hope he get everything that's coming to him. I'm Stock Market Steve for the Dynamic Reason channel. As always, like, comment, share, and subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care and be careful.